Your Business Podcast with Frank Furness.
Well, hi everybody and welcome to Sales School, and this is Frank Furness, where we're going to help you make more money by mastering sales, dominating marketing, and really being happy. In the next episodes, we're going to be taking a look at the sales cycle, the actual sale, first, second call, relaxing the client. So hey, enjoy today's episode. Do you know, having been involved for sales for most of my life right now, I've realized that every organization actually has three sales forces. The one is the traditional sales force. This is us going out, seeing the people, phoning them, finding what their problems are, and selling to them. The second one is your unrecognized sales force. This is everybody that works for you that says, I'm not in sales, I'm in IT, I'm in accounting. Everybody is in sales. A little while ago, a company asked me to come and train their sales force in Philadelphia. When I arrived, there's 100 people in the room. I said, Dave, you don't have 100 salespeople? He said, no. 10 at the back, they're my salespeople. Those are my chemists. Those are my truck drivers. I said, whoa, hold on. What am I going to teach a truck driver about selling? He said, no, you don't understand. He said it could take me years to get my biggest and most important client on board. One of my truck drivers goes out to do a delivery. His truck is dirty. He's in a bad mood. And when he gets there, he does not realize that he is talking to my biggest client. He's rude to my client cancels the account. I could have my biggest client phoning in and getting through to one of my accounts people. My accounts person's having a bad day. They're rude to my client. I lose that client. Everybody is part of that unrecognized sales force. I spend most of my life living in hotels. And a while ago, I go to Kuala Lumpur all the time. Somebody said to me, why don't you stay at the Traders Hotel? It is just a really good business hotel. Rates are good. So I thought, okay, tried it. And the unrecognized sales force thing happened to me the day before I left. This is what I call the sticky factor. How do you get clients to stick with you when things are good and when things are bad? Day before I left, there was a little form slid under, a handwritten note slid under my door. And this is what it said. Dear Mr. Furness, Frank, thank you so much for staying with us. It has been my pleasure to look after your room. I mean, this was a handwritten note by a guy who cleaned my room. Well, I want to tell you, I went out and I found this young guy and I gave him the biggest tip ever. I'm sure he's the wealthiest room cleaner in the business, because how many other people are there the same as me? Now, here's the sticky factor. When I go to Kuala Lumpur, I always stay in Traders Hotel. And when I check in, I say, what floor is world cleaning? I want to be on that floor. I want to give him another big tip. And here's the other thing. This is not a hotel rule. I went to see the manager. He said, no, this young guy gets in an hour early every day, finds out who's leaving, goes into a room and sits and hand writes a note to each of the people. That is the unrecognized sales force. And then, of course, the third sales force is the unseen sales force. These are the people that you don't even know are looking for you. Their starting point is going to be a Google search. They're going to do a search. If you come up on the first page, you stand a pretty good chance, not for your company name, but for a search term. It's not going to be XY Limited. It's going to be corporate lawyers, Denver. If your website then is all about them, solving their problems, and you know really what it is that makes you better, what is your unique selling proposition, what makes you better or different to any of your competitors, you stand an even better chance. If you're then on LinkedIn, where they're going to check out your profile, if you're on Twitter, if you're on all of the social media mediums, chances are you might even dominate that first page of Google. So thinking about your sales force, how do you get all three of your sales forces working in tandem? Your traditional sales force, your unrecognized, and your unseen sales force. Take a look at that right now. Well, I really hope you enjoyed today's podcast. And remember, if you'd like to book me to speak at your next conference or do some sales training, either in person or via Zoom remotely, please drop me an email, frank@frankfurness.com. Also, please take a look at my website, frankfurness.com, and take a look at some of my courses on productivitycenter.com. Remember also to connect with me on all of the social media channels. They're all under Frank Furness, especially LinkedIn, where I'm almost up to 30,000. And every day I have some great new ideas and tips on sales, marketing, speaking, and anything that will make you money. Hey, this is Frank. See you in the next episode.